Mrs. Yuliati. Okay.
How are you, Ronnie?
Okay, I'm fine. Thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay.
Usually, I am activity in ada kegiatan sebenarnya gitu, tapi nggak apa-apa sambil saja karena ini sudah dari jauh-jauh hari gitu ya.
Yeah. Okay.
We have participant for 5 ya.
Yeah.
5 participant. Okay. We are waiting for this moment.
Okay. Waiting for the participants. Okay. This is my first time to be here.
But you is English teacher. You is very good. Is English very well to speak English, Pak Roni.
Yeah. I'm graduate as an English teacher, but in my school, I teach kepariwisataan. Ya. And then in junior high school, I also teach bahasa Sunda. So
very nice. Bahasa Sunda again?
Yeah, Sundanese language in SMP 2 Ranca Bali. SMP 2 Ranca Bali, Patenggang, itu Patenggang.
How many school you teach?
Now only 2 schools at SMA Yadika and SMP 2 Ranca Bali.
No bentrok, yes.
Ya, bagi-bagi lah.
It's very.
Yeah. Semester maybe in senior high school, time for PKKS.
Oh yes, I know.
Sekarang tadi
it's very busy. It's very busy for momen PKKS ya.
Yeah, but yeah, this no matter.
Okay, Waalaikumsalam, Bu Dini. How are you, Bu Dini?
Good evening. Okay. Yeah.
Yuliati, can you see the title of today's episode?
Episode is.
Yeah, I just shared a screen. Is it?
Okay.
Can you see it?
I see. It's very clear.
Okay. So the monitor is showing today's episode, right?
Right.
Okay.
57 episode. We have 57 episode is very long part to GTC, you know. Okay, it's very great for me.
Hi, good evening. We have Ibu Dini already here in the room. Hello, Bu Dini. Pak Zainal, are we good for streaming right now? Okay. I think since the time is nearly we're nearly 7:40, maybe we could start. Bu Yuliati? We have as our host Ibu Yuliati and as our moderator Pak Yadi. Oh, Pak Roni. Oh, we're still waiting for Pak. Oh, okay, Pak Roni is already. Yeah. Hi, we have Bu Yuli. Hello, Bu Yuli. We have Bu Yuliati as host and Bu Yuli Hatati here.
Hello, Bu Meti.
Nice to see you here, Bu Yuli.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay. I think we're still waiting for Bu Yuliati. Bu Yuliati, I think you can start the today's event now.
I'm sorry, in here is very big rain. Okay, so we start. Bu Meti, Bu Dini.
Yeah, I think we can start.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good night, everyone. This time we will listen together about student concurrent for creativity in class. I'm introduce myself. My name is Yuliati Mulyana from Junior High School SMPN Negeri 1 Paseh. Insyaallah, we will start our event by reading Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, everyone. I'm on Gati as a host tonight at the Jabar Teacher Theater event. Who served as moderator is Pak Roni. Pak Roni is a teacher, English teacher in SMA Yadika Soreang, as the moderator. So we have tonight great resource is a coach. Coach is Meti, Ibu Meti Sabarini Master Science in teacher in SMK and SMAK Bogor. And we have this time we will listen together about when students misbehave. Don't take student behavior personally. Get curious instead of furious. Respond to their behavior rather than react and injure. It's time to talk and mature. Make voice your thoughts in English without any fear and anxiety. On the topic is of cultivating student trust, creating classroom of care. So I'm to pick for moderator Pak Roni S.Pd. Please your mic for Pak Roni. Please Pak Roni.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Yuliati. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Our webinar is about to begin. Please have a nice seat. And I also want to say thank you very much for preparing yourself to join our webinar. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good evening, everyone, and honorable all participants of this webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Ronnie, the moderator of today's webinar. I'm very pleased to see you here, and I'm very glad to be here. And welcome to you all to the 57th episode of Jabar Teacher Chatter. The topic of this webinar is about cultivating students' trust and creating classroom of care. As we know that in teaching and learning process is need maybe approaches, theory or strategy, and the coach or the keynote speaker of this moment will explain the important information about that. And ladies and gentlemen, our speaker today is Mrs. Meti Sabarini, SD Master Science. She is one of the teacher in SMA SMK Bogor, right? Before the presentation begins, let me inform how the presentation will be going on. First, Mrs. Meti will be invited to present the materials. After that, maybe if there are some questions and answer, we'll discuss in the answer and question session, and then followed by conclusions. Okay, now allow me to welcome the speaker, Mrs. Meti Sabarini, ST Master Science, for delivering her presentations. Mrs. Meti, the time is yours. Okay.
Thank you, Pak Roni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
It's nice to see everyone here tonight. And actually, I'm not going to be the keynote speaker or the expert here. We're going to be discussing among each other, especially our experiences in cultivating or getting students' trust, and why that is important. Okay, I will share my presentation. So the agenda for today is we're going to look at the symptoms, like Ibu Yuliati already said, that sometimes students misbehave, and sometimes that annoys us as teachers. But really, what should we do when our students act upon those things? And what are the symptoms that we should be looking for? After we see the symptoms, we're going to talk about how we are going to deal with those symptoms, with teachers' actions, and how can we create a classroom of care by choosing the right action as teachers. Okay, so when students act out, they misbehave. I'd like to first welcome you also to speak because all of you are teachers and we have so many experiences in students misbehaving or is not doing as they're told. Would any of you like to speak out and on the kinds of instances or events that goes on in your classroom? We have here Mr. Rian Kurniawan. Hello, Mr. Rian. Okay, I think he's not ready at the moment. We also have Ibu Yuliati. Ibu Yuli, would you like to share with us how some of your students behave? Have you ever, of course, as teachers, pasti ada. There has to be a moment where students are not acting as we expect. Could you share those moments with us? Yeah. It's okay, Bu Yuli. Here, where we are learning. So gado-gado is very welcome. Gado-gado meaning bahasanya campur-campur ya Bu ya, campur sari. Ada
Sorry. Miss Meti, Bu Meti. I want to try about your topic, but sorry, masih bingung.
Okay.
Masih bingung.
Okay. Maybe I would help you. Have you pernah nggak Bu? Have you ever encountered, ketemu a student that skips your class? So when you teach, that student is does not attend your class. Nggak masuk gitu.
Ada.
Ada ya?
Ada.
And does he or she do that one time and then okay, it's okay, and then another time until something rings a bell, kayak ada alarm gitu loh inside us as teachers? Have you ever encountered that moment?
I teach practice, so I feel the student we are busy with exam computer. Sorry, I can't speak. No, I want to speak. No, I want to learn uh, how make English with classroom. So I don't think about the topic, but I I want learn in English. I want to learn English to speak English.
Yes, Mulyati, Muyuli, you're doing great.
Uh, uh, so I'm not focused about topic, but I'm focused voice your voice. I'm focused uh, apa uh, cara ngomong.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry.
So,
I'm sorry.
thank you for participating. So I think what Yuli is trying to say is, yes, there has been events or occurrences where students act out, and I'm glad that you speak in this event tonight, because that's what we're actually here for. Oh, we have more people coming in. We have Ibu Ernie. We have Ken. We also have, okay. I would like to ask Ibu Ernie. Ibu Ernie, our topic today is about cultivating students' trust. Like, we know sometimes students misbehave. So how do we as teachers have to deal with that kind of situation? And we're talking about what kinds of events occurs in your class. Would you like to share your experiences? Or maybe I will continue with my slide then. Okay, so sometimes students act and make classroom outbursts. Itu kayak kegaduhan gitu ya. And they love doing that. Some students love doing that, which is why we have to like see what is actually going on with that student. And another type of behavior is verbal defiance. Jadi selalu menjawab, right? If we're trying to talk to them about something, they always have excuses to counter what we are saying. So that's verbal defiance. Another type is frequent anger. So this kid or this student frequently acts out of anger. And well, the three that I mentioned before is the type that creates a noisy classroom, right? Classroom outbursts, verbal defiance, and frequent anger. But there are other types of what do you call it? Misbehavior, or other types of things that we have to also look out for is when students withdraw. So they don't participate, they are shy and move away. And another one is, and this is a very serious one, when it comes to self-injury. So actually, when students act out, sometimes it could be signs of stress or trauma. And what would be the teacher's action? Well, there are traditional type of actions where teachers react, and in that sense, they are trying to discipline the students. This could be giving them time out or holding back on their recess, ya. Jadi nggak dapat waktu istirahat, or giving them extra homework. When we do these methods of discipline, we are actually missing out on something. We are missing out on digging what's behind the actions, what's behind their misbehavior. So there is also another type of action that we can do is by responding. By responding is us as teachers to be curious about what actually is going on with the student. We have to ask why is he doing that? What factors may contribute? It could be family matters. It could be peer, something to do with their peers or their friends. And we could become curious and dig deeper by asking questions to them, like, how are you? So when they were actually acting out, when we approach them and ask, is there anything I can do to help? Can I help you with something? Actually, that itu kayak nggak ngasih bensin, but then they would like, oh, he's doing something different, gitu kan ya? And another question you can ask is, you want to talk about something? Because maybe the student, it's him or herself, actually don't know, but they have this uneasiness, this anger inside, and asking questions, being there for them, being empathetic actually helps in getting the students' trust. And when we cultivate students' trust, we're creating a classroom of care. We cultivate students' trust by being there for them and creating a space for students. It's not only for students, but also for the teachers. When we do that to them, we also grow. We also grow in how to manage our class and how to manage our students. Us both, the students and the teachers, learn to care for each other. And when we have that trust, I think it's easier for us to manage the misbehavior that the students have. But in some cases, we don't have the capacity to help them. So that's when we have to help them get in touch with a counselor. So as a rule of thumb, when students misbehave, we must really remember not to act on anger. Jadi jangan kayak malah kepancing untuk marah. Respond. Try to find out what's going on. Respond and not react. And then after that, plan for following actions. It could be a talk. It could be getting a counselor to counsel them. And on the end note, compassion and care. Jadi rasa sayang dan saling mengasihi creates a learning space for both the teacher and the students. I think now we have more people coming in, and now it's a time for us to share our experiences, because by sharing, we could also learn from each other, like how we can handle a certain type of student and things like that. We have Ibu Ernie, Ibu Etna.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Bu Ernie. How are you?
I'm good. Should I turn on the video or is it?
Yes, of course. We'd love to also see you.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. First
Where
of
are
all,
you from, Bu Ernie?
well, I am from Cianjur, Ibu.
Okay, and what level do you teach?
Well, I teach vocational school, grade 2. Can you hear my voice?
I just missed your voice.
Oh, sorry. Maybe because of the weather in my place is not really good today.
Okay.
So, I teach vocational school, grade 2.
Okay, so we're here. We're the same here. I also teach vocational school.
Oh, I see. Nice to hear that. Well, first of all, I would like to say sorry, Ibu, because I coming late since the weather in my place is not good. So it's effect on my signal here. So I don't really follow your topic today, but this is very interesting. And if I listen your explanation about misbehave, I think the most problem that I face in my class is not like anger of students, but mostly confidence, Ibu, because mostly my students are not really confident in my class, especially if I ask them to present something or to discuss something. So maybe that's the main problem that I have. But so far, how do I encourage my students to be participating in my class? Usually, I make some group for them. So by doing in group discussion, they hopefully will be participated much better, because maybe they can see their partner talk too much, and then they look understand. So maybe it pushes themselves to speak up, maybe. Although in a small thing, in a small conversation, I think it is okay. I always appreciate that efforts, and I think this is maybe the things that I have to share to other teachers here, that I have a special opening in my class, especially when I check student attendance. I always ask them to mention some words, usually just 2 words, and it is actually related with the topic we are going to discuss. For example, we are going to discuss about formal invitation, and then I will ask them, please mention 2 words related with the formal invitation. I think this kind of a divergent question, so they will think, and maybe they will creative, find the good words that related with the formal invitation. So I think the first step in the opening, it's actually push them to speak up although it just in a small words. So I think that's one of my way to encourage my students to be more confident, to speak up. And then I do not allow them to sit down, or I do not check their student attendance before they mention those two words. So it's like maybe a little bit challenging for them, but also maybe like stressful as well for some students. Maybe that's my experience, Ibu.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ernie. So you're actually giving them a challenge, right? And they have to prepare themselves before your class. That's great. And by doing that, you're cultivating their self-esteem. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ernie.
Thank you,
For
Ibu.
sharing your experience.
Yeah.
We also have Bu Etna Maria. Hello, Bu Etna. Bu Etna, are you there? Okay, let's go on to Ibu Yuliana. Hello, Bu Yuliana.
Hello, Miss. Sorry, I cannot open my cam.
Oh, okay, that's okay, Bu.
Maybe I can share my experience. Usually, I do personal approachment. So, not in class. I will share my time with her or him to ask what's going on, why he or she did act like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's not. It didn't.
Oh, okay. Sometimes
Yeah.
it works and sometimes it doesn't work. But
Yeah.
you do that in private. Yes, I think it is better to be done in private because then it's something personal between you and the student, right?
Yeah. One of them finally can get changing in his behavior because actually, just like you told us before, it comes from his family. What we call in Indonesia is KDRT. So he saw his father treat his mother not in good way, and sometimes he listen the parents yelling each other and something like that, and maybe it makes him not comfort and try to do something in class. I'm not a psychologist, so I don't really understand about it, but I just know from his explanation that why he did that, because he feels not comfort, and maybe actually he wants to say something, or he wants to say help me, but he cannot do that. Yeah.
One thing I also see in students is that when they have something that disturbs them, they can't focus in class.
Yeah.
Family matters. It could be a friend, a quarrel with a friend. But when they have something that disturbs them emotionally, then it's hard for them to be able to focus in class. And that's when the cases come up. You know, missing classes, not turning out homeworks, and sometimes creating a scene in classroom. So yes, it is a sign of stress. And one thing that is good when we respond to them is we can help them in getting more counseling, because I know that in schools, besides wali kelas, homeroom teachers, we also have a BK, right? Yang bimbingan counseling. So
Yes.
the first defense of students is actually the homeroom teacher, ya kan, yang kenal mereka secara day to day gitu ya, secara hari per hari, itu biasanya wali kelas. Nah, si BK ini atau the counselors don't actually know them that well, so that's when we can channel these students to the counselors to be able to treat them better, gitu. Iya nggak sih, Bu?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, thank you, Bu Yuli.
You're welcome.
Bu
May I give a little message that as a teacher, we need more effort for a student who has something like that. We have to spend more time, not only teach, but spend our special time with his or her.
I think
That's my message.
giving our heart, giving them our heart, ya Bu ya.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Miss Meti.
Thank you, Bu Yuliana. Okay, we also have Pak Fajri. Halo Pak Fajri, Bu Etna. Hello Pak Fajri. How are you?
Hello, Miss Meti.
Hello Pak Fajri.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
We're talking about cultivating students' trust, and we know that when students sometimes misbehave, it could be in various forms. It could be in anger. It could be in mischief, jahil gitu, or it could also be in not turning out homework, skipping classes, and sometimes their actions make us want to like react.
Yes.
But actually, the rule of thumb is that don't react on anger, but respond. So, do you have experiences in your classroom, and would you like to share those experiences with us?
Yeah, sure. I have because I'm a homeroom teacher now, so it's first time for me experience as a homeroom teacher. I have two students. They act like that you say. I already to tell her about the task, but they didn't mention the my rule, and they ignore my comment. so that's become sometimes become angry.
Okay.
Yes.
Sometimes it makes you angry.
Yes.
Okay. And have you tried not talking, like giving them instructions, but actually asking them things? Like I would go back to like this, asking them the questions that would help you see the why. Why are they doing that?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Sometimes I asking why you like that. I'm here to help you, not I'm not your enemy. We are team. So sometimes I ask what I tell them about that.
Okay, and yes, it does take practice actually to be able to apa ya kayak menggali terus
Yes.
mencari tahu by being empathetic, by knowing, by telling them or by letting them know. Kadang-kadang telling them nggak nyambung Pak, because they don't listen. But with time, seiring dengan waktu, they will get our trust, and that's the important thing. When we get that trust from students, that's when that's the time when we can talk to them and then try to give advice in how to deal with their situations. And one thing that I like to say to students is that it's okay to talk. It's okay to let go, because having, like the Yuliana said, having emotional stress will not help them in getting their schoolwork done. So let them talk, and then when they talk, it's easier for them to get help, right? It's easier for us to help them, and hopefully the stress level can decrease and help them perform better in their schoolwork. Thank you, Pak Fajri. You haven't told us where you're from.
Yeah.
Where you're from?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Fajri Samsina Setian. I'm a chemistry teacher at high school vocational chemical of analysis Bogor. Same like Mrs. Meti, and I'm also I teach fourth level of student in SMAK Bogor. I also teach them in the laboratorium about the instrument analytical. Okay. Nice to see you all.
Thank you, Papaji. So in SMAK Bogor, we have 4 years. They study for 4 years. So we have the 10, the 11, the 12, and year 13. Okay, thank you, Papaji. I would also want to hear the voice of Pak Ronnie. Hello, Pak Ronnie. Pak Ronnie is our watching.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ronnie, could you tell us about your experiences in dealing with kids, with students?
Okay. Yeah. Maybe when students making music, I have an opinion that they not want to make us angry, or they don't want to make us humiliating, maybe, but they just like to say, "Hello, I'm here." Yeah. The students only look for an attention from us, from the teacher. The students want to say their existence or reputation, maybe like this, like that. The students, making crowdy, noisy, but same as Bu Meti says, don't react, but respond. Then Then I didn't eat. I did it before. Yeah. Don't position. Please understand them. Posisikan kita sebagai mereka, gitu ya. And when I see their noisiness, I try to understand. Oh yeah, that's that's cute. They are noisy. They are smiling. Yeah, that's cute. They are not want to make us angry or humiliating, but they just want to say hello. I'm here, and I want to share our happiness. Maybe just like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ronnie. So you're saying that they want to express themselves, right?
Yeah. They want to express themselves.
Yeah. And especially when we're talking about high schoolers, they're the teenagers that are trying to find their identity. So sometimes they do that, by being noisy and that sort of thing, trying to express themselves. Okay. We also have Ibu Yuliati. Hello, Bu Yuliati. I'm sure you also have. I think Bu Yuliati is unavailable right now. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Pak Zainal, are you monitoring us at this moment? Do you have anything to share? Do you have something you would like to share with us? Okay. Yes. Well, I think today's session is really focusing on how to help students, especially when they have difficulties in managing themselves. And sometimes these students cannot pinpoint their problem. And but that problem is causing them to be out of focus. And well, there are actually two types: the types that have problems outside of them, like family problems or bullying problems. But there are also another type that is unable to be independent learners. Ya, ada lagi tipe yang dimana mereka tuh sebetulnya belum bisa memanage diri sendiri. Ya. Not they haven't mastered how to be. They haven't mastered self-management. Now, with those that haven't mastered self-management, I think what we could do for them is like help them understand why they have to be mandiri. Yeah. Giving them the reason why is actually more important than telling them how. If you tell them how, but they don't internalize the why, kalau ngasih tahu bolak-balik, tapi mereka belum paham, belum sampai ke sadar bahwa they have to do their homeworks and so on. it would be sort of like making us very, very, jadi very exhaustive. Jadi sangat melelahkan. Because we always have to tell them over and over again to do what they're supposed to do. The way to help them is that by giving them a chance to understand why. Ngasih taunya bukan dengan how, bukan dengan apa yang harus dilakukan, tapi kenapa mereka harus melakukan itu. Okay, we also have Bu Etna Maria. Hello, Bu Etna. Would you like to share your something with us? Your story with your students? Okay. We also have Ibu Dini. I don't know if Ibu Dini is monitoring at this moment. Hello, Bu Dini. Okay. Would anybody else want to talk about their experiences? Okay, ada I used to have a student that that is very troublesome. He is actually a very bright student, but when it comes to having problems, then it was very hard for him to be able to deal with the problem. So what he does is he runs. Actually, it was a very complicated situation because it was dealing with family matters, dealing with his also his incomplete skills. So this student, who is very bright, has not mastered the soft skills that is needed to be able to solve problems. Jadi setelah dia diajak ngobrol, ternyata masalahnya itu not only from him, but from his background also. He was bullied when he was small, when he was in elementary years, and then even though he was very, very smart, every time he has a problem with a teacher or a problem with someone, he can't get himself to go to that person and finish the problem, deal with the problem. Teachers are not counselors actually. Jadi guru itu kan sebetulnya bukan counselor ya, bukan BK. So we have to have our counselors to help us deal with the matters like this. And we have success stories, but we also have sad stories. That's okay. Yeah. Because what matters is that our willingness to be there for them, to to have their trust is all that matters. So regardless of the end result, terlepas dari hasil akhirnya, whether that person is able to overcome the problem, yeah, and be successful in our class, or in the end we have to say that, okay, this is not working out. But the main thing is that we try to be there for them. And they know that. Jadi yang paling penting adalah mereka tahu we're there for them. Even though hasilnya mungkin tidak seperti yang diharapkan. Misalnya hasilnya ternyata anaknya meskipun sudah dibimbing dan diberi counseling, ternyata karena ketidakmampuan dia untuk mengatasi masalah, akhirnya tetap tidak bisa naik kelas misalnya. Well, that's okay. Yeah. The important thing is that we're there for them. We don't react, but we respond. And everything else would be, yeah. As long as we do our best, then there's no regrets. Okay.
Sorry, Mbak Meti.
Yes.
I want to try about I think about sesuatu.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes we follow the language, ngikutin the language, so they feel the same with us. And after bahasa yang sama dengan mereka, so feel dekat dengan kita.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
And as friend with us, lebih terbuka. Nah, apa ya? Menjadikan kita seolah mereka. We like them. Yeah, only that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you, Yuli. Oh, that was awesome.
I want to try. Sometime I want to make a house, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
You want
Bismillah.
I get it. You want to make a house where you can help other students or other kids. Is that what you were trying to say?
I want to try that.
Okay. Thank you, Bu Yuli.
Welcome.
You're really awesome.
Sorry.
We have Bu Etna. Hello, Bu Etna. I see that you're responding to the chat. Bu Etna, it's okay when you speak in Gado-Gado. It's okay to speak in Indonesian also. So first, as teachers, we we have mistakes, and we're not native English speakers anyway, so it's okay to have, to make mistakes. And it's here in this room that we can be ourselves, try to speak with whatever we have, ya, dengan sesuai kemampuan masing-masing, and we help each other. So I really, really want to hear your voice, Bu Edna. Okay. Okay. Would anyone else would like to share their stories? Ernie, do you have another story you'd like to share?
Actually, this is not what is it? I have never found any cases that you explain, like maybe student with a different behave. Like what I said, most of their story just motivated. But Ibu, if I find the problem or case like you like you what is it? Like you explain in this meeting, then what should I do? I mean, do I have to like approach, or let me say, if there is one of the student who misbehave, maybe they show, or he, sorry, for example, he show his anger at the class. Then what should I do? Do I have to approach him and ask him deeply about his case, about his problem? Or do I have to tell his, what is it, his homeroom teacher about the problem? Because I'm afraid if I talk much with that student, with him, I'm afraid that his what is it, his homeroom teacher will feel like that's not my job, that's not my authority, that's not my responsibility, something like that. And then beside that, usually I as a teacher, it doesn't mean I do not care about that student, that the characteristic of the student. But because we have the many students in the class every day, so maybe it's usually hard to what is it, to find the student with has the problem. Usually I just focus on what we are learning today. But if there is one of the student like behave, maybe they are not focused, or maybe they just sitting alone, or maybe they like mute that time, I approach him and I like always call his name. For example, yes, Andy, try again, then blah blah blah. Okay, so maybe that's my question, Ibu. Yeah, about if I find the case, what should I do? Do I have to, yeah? Okay, thank you, Ibu.
Okay, Bu Ernie. Bu Ernie.
Emmy.
Ernie. Okay, Bu Ernie. Actually, there's no certain rule. Nggak ada kayaknya aturan yang baku ya, because some students have certain closeness with also the subject teachers. Ya, ada yang seperti itu. And if that is the case, then it's okay for the subject teacher to try to help the student. But if what you find is something troublesome in that student, and that student, si anak itu masih reluctant, kayak nggak terbuka, then having tell the homeroom teacher, I think that would be the next option. Jadi memang kadang ada guru-guru yang memiliki kedekatan dengan siswanya, sehingga secara spontan gitu, it's that teacher that she talks to gitu. Ada yang seperti itu, and that's okay. But if you have a problem with a student and that student is not opening up, nggak mau juga terbuka, the next step would be to tell the homeroom teacher. And if the homeroom teacher can't deal with it herself, if that problem is too big for a homeroom teacher to handle, then the homeroom teacher could connect the student to a counselor. Gitu sih Bu biasanya.
Thank you, Ibu.
Okay, we're nearly where it's almost 9. It's almost 15 minutes to 9. We also have Bu Yuliati. Hello, Bu Yuliati. Are you still here? Oh, okay. I think Bu Yuliati is not available right now. Oh, we have Bu Etna. Hello,
Yeah.
Bu Etna. Hey,
Yeah.
how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you
Alhamdulillah.
very much. Maybe I have problem with my HP.
Oh, you with your handphone. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'm gatek,
Okay. But now we can hear you loud and clear. And
Oh yeah,
I'd love to hear your experience.
you can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Very well.
Yeah. So I have a long time use English language.
It's okay.
So maybe all of my vocab must improve.
Okay. Bu Etna, where are you from?
Delete. Huh?
Where are you from? Where do you teach?
I'm from Bukit Tinggi, West Sumatra. Yeah, and I stay at Depok.
So you
stay at Depok.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so my English mix.
Gak apa-apa, Bu. It's okay.
So I want just to hear, for improve my vocab.
Okay.
And untuk mengulang. What's mengulang?
To repeat.
Huh?
Repeat,
yeah.
May I ask
To repeat
you
all, and I must sering. What is sering?
Frequent.
Yeah, I must frequent with English language too.
Yeah, you must frequently use
Yeah.
English. Okay. Yeah. Bu Etna, do you teach in elementary school, SD, or junior high, or senior high?
Oh, no. I'm not a teacher.
Okay.
I'm social worker.
Oh, okay. So you're Oh, okay. This is interesting. I think you must have experiences dealing with children that are have problems?
Yeah, maybe long time ago, as a consultant, I have many clients, you know.
You help
I
many
have
clients.
Yeah, many clients with many problems. Yeah. So I must give them a solution. Yeah, and that is my happiness.
Oh, okay. So when you can help them, that's when it's unmeasurable ya Bu ya, nggak bisa diukur gitu ya Bu ya.
Iya, betul.
Okay, but can I ask, since you're actually a counselor then, yeah?
Yes.
Could you give us some tips on what teachers should do when they see students actually they look like misbehave, but actually they are struggling with something? What is it? What I give here in my presentation is that we respond to them. We try to ask them what is behind their behavior. Do you have any suggestions?
Solution.
Yeah, suggestions.
Yeah, suggestion. Yeah, I give them positive thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with spiritual method. With religion. Yeah, with religion values. Yeah. That is my what's senjata, my modal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I give them solution with spiritual and religion values.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Bu Edna. I think that's something that was missing in our discussion. Religious values. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
so good, so nice. So I must hear for all to improve my vocab and my memory. While I'm 16 now.
Oh, you're 16 now. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still 17.
Yeah, young at heart, Bu.
Iya, betul. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you for sharing, Bu Edna. That was really wonderful to hear your voice and to get some solutions from you or get some tips from you on how we should help our students.
You are welcome. Thanks for all.
Okay, Ibu, Pak Ronnie, I think we're almost approaching 9 o'clock. I think we could start to end the discussion now. So I give it back to you.
Okay. Thank you very much for Miss Meti for giving us such as an informative or an interesting presentations. And then, ladies and gentlemen, maybe if there's no questions, I just want to conclusion this meeting. I want to conclude this meeting. I have a note from this meeting about misbehave or something not expected or not we want in classroom. At the first, if we find the misbehave problem or the problem, give them response, not reaction on anger. What's the meaning of respond? It could be empathetic, asking their condition, talk like a console, and help them. And then the teacher should be sensitive also about the students' happening, because yeah, there are some factors. It could be an external factor or internal factor. And then the most important also, as Mr. or Miss Etna, yeah, religion as a solution. That's a good solution. Yeah, that's the conclusion. Yeah.
Thanks, Warren.
Yeah. Maybe just enough for today. Thank you very much for Miss Meti Sabarini and all of the participants. And then finally, I want to give applause for all the participants, for you all. I'm sorry for my mistake. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih Pak Roni, Ibu Meti.
Thank you very much, Pak Roni. And we get
Till we meet again.
to Alhamdulillah. Okay. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.